Welcome back to the Montelrius Lafears Show. This is episode 23. I am your host that do the most, but I'm not a host. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. I really appreciate you guys continuing to show your love and support for the show. And I appreciate you sending me requests that you want me to talk about on this show. Anybody in the future, if you want me to talk about it, please send me a request now in my inbox or, instant message me. I don't care. Tonight's episode, I had one suggestion, and I had made a pre-show, and then I got a late entry right before I was about to make this episode, and I had two requests. So, like I said in the pre-show, I'm going to talk about trust, and then after that, egos and trends, suggested by Liz Harris and Nicholas Higgins. Thank you, guys. So, let's keep this short, sweet, and simple. Let's get into it. Trust. We deal with this every day. It's a very serious issue. Trust, my definition is no matter what you do, no matter what you say, you believe in the next guy or girl. Like you have this one person that you know that's always going to come through, and you know you can trust them. Everybody needs that kind of person. But nowadays, you don't have a lot of trust. Nobody trusts anybody. Let's just say that. Nowadays, nobody trusts anybody. There is no trust. You could tell somebody something that they run off and tell the world, and next thing you know, your business is all out in the public when you put your trust into that one person, right? So, really, where is the trust going? What is trust nowadays? What is your definition of trust? Trust can go, in many different issues. Like, for instance, our team this Friday is homecoming. Good luck, War Horses. They have to trust each other. They have to trust in each other's abilities. If they don't, they're going to lose. It's plain and simple. If they trust each other and they trust the coach and the game plan, we will win. It's just that simple. In relationships, see, the trust is what I think. That's where the relationship thing come in. That's what trust is, the absolute, complete, most important thing. 'Cause you could be with somebody, but if you don't trust that person, that ain't gonna last at all. At all. 'Cause you can, as soon as, when y'all together, everything is cool and it's perfect, right? But the minute you turn that person loose and you see them talking to somebody else or, associating with others, and you get upset and then you address that person about it like they done something wrong. No. What's wrong with a friendly conversation nowadays, people? I mean, is it so rude to have friends even when you're in a relationship? I understand getting too close with people, and that's not cool, but if you just, having a nice little conversation or anything, what's the big deal? I mean, nobody trusts anybody in relationships. Well, that's why the relationship success has dropped. We need to get those rates back up, people. How we do that? Trust each other. Believe each other. Believe in each other. Do some trust exercises. Jazz. Like I was just doing trust exercises with my neighbor. I trust her, but when I'm falling back on concrete, I got to trust myself a little bit more to catch myself just in case you're not behind me. Now, see, she was behind me and she caught me, but the thing is, I couldn't feel her behind me. So, even though I trusted her, I had to trust myself just a little bit more, no offense to you. But sometimes it's better to trust in yourself. It's the best thing for you to trust in yourself sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, that seems to be working more and more every day now than trusting other people. The conclusion on trust is it goes both ways. If you don't trust somebody, there's no point in even having a connection with that person. If you do trust somebody, trust them to a level that's acceptable. All levels of exception for trust. Plain and simple. The best thing that I can tell, the best advice that I can give you is find people that you can really believe in. Give them tests. Don't just assume you can trust somebody. Test them out a little bit. Give them a few tasks or a few objectives, and if they do it, trust that person. If they don't come through most of the time, Don't trust. Plain and simple. Now, to get into egos and trends. I know about egos. I have one. Personally, I think I have the biggest ego. I think I have the biggest ego on the internet right now. I have a great personality, so that boosts my ego. But some people just take their egos a little too far. They get out of their mind. They think they somebody that they not. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna have, everybody has an ego, no matter how big or how small. Mine is big. I know people who have small. That's fine. And you have people who are in the middle. People who have their spurts of big egos and then drop back to little egos. I'm gonna have a big ego regardless. And Nick, since this is your topic, I hope you have a big ego. I hope that team has big egos. Matter of fact, I know that team has big egos going into Friday's game. I know y'all gonna whoop the crap out of Crowley, and I'm gonna be there to witness y'all do it. Good luck to y'all boys. Y'all gotta bring y'all egos with you, because Crowley don't bring their egos. They beat us last year, and they believe they can beat us again. Don't let that happen. We 1-2. But we still at the top of the division. The division is weak this year. Y'all can take it. Wanna know why? Because y'all got the biggest, y'all black, man. Y'all come from Peabody. Y'all know y'all got the biggest egos of anybody. You take that into Friday's game, you gonna win. Trends, everybody says trends. I'm a trendsetter. Mr. Doctor's a trendsetter. My boss is a trend. Everybody's a trendsetter. Everybody has something distinct about them that somebody admires. No matter, okay, say my boss. My boss, oh, you know what? This is controversial. I hope my boss don't see this, but you know, my boss, he do when he, you know, let me try a different person, because I'm sorry, boss. I can't use you. I don't want to risk getting fired. Mr. Dawson. Mr. Dawson is a trendsetter. That man has some of the freshest suits straight out the closet I ain't never seen. I mean, y'all talk about that man just because, you know, he had his pants, you know, a little high, but other than that, that man has style. That's a trend right there. I want to dress just like Mr. Dyson when I graduate, you know what I'm saying? I want to be walking around with my suit, my pants hanging above my belly button. It's a trend. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a trendsetter. Me, personally, I'm a trendsetter. I'm not going to tell you what my trend is because y'all, you know, y'all figure that out for yourself. Like I said, no matter, you know, it's something, it could be the way you dress. It could be the way that you talk. Because, you know, if you talk a certain way, people are going to want to, like, they're going to emulate that. They're going to use that in other conversations. They're going to talk like you. If they start talking like you, you done set a trend. I'm not talking about Twitter trends, people. I'm talking about real life trends. I'm not talking about city trends. I'm talking about trends you have. Everybody has traits and characteristics that make them stand out. Regardless of what it is, if you don't know what your trend is, ask somebody. If they can't tell you, just pay attention closely. There's something about you that people gonna like or they're gonna hate. Not all trends are good trends. You have bad trends. People are gonna hate you for something or a certain reason, regardless if it's good or bad. It's still a trend, right? Like I said, trust, trends, and egos. We all have them. Good or bad. Good trust, bad trust, no trust. Good trends, bad trends, no trends. Big egos, small egos, no egos. Either way it goes. We deal with these three things every day of our lives. So, with that being said, my last final thought is trust who you think you can trust. Trend what you want to trend. And be egotistic about what you want to be egotistic about. Plain and simple. That's all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you guys for sending those topics in to me. Tune in next time for episode 24. If you guys want me to talk about something on episode 24, send it to me now. I appreciate it. That's it from Studio 1A in Rockefeller, Alexandria, live from my bedroom. Thank you. Peace out. I'm done.